Hello and welcome to the premiere of my brand new show, The Dan Edwards Show, with me, the YouTube sensation, Dan Edwards. On today's episode, we will be taking a look back at the action from House of Pain Wrestling this past weekend, and we're going to kick things off with Kirk Hallam from Friday, the 24th of May. The show kicked off with the House of Pain heavyweight champion Grayson Clay in non-title action as he took on Axel Justice. As the match was going on, the action spilled to the outside and Grayson shoved Axel headfirst into the ring post, and Grayson re-entered the ring and the referee counted out Axel Justice, meaning the winner of the match via countout was Grayson Clay. The singles action continued next as the King of Steel and Sex Appeal Mike Angelo went one-on-one with Lights Out Lexi Morgan. As the match was going on, Lexi came off the top rope but missed her attempted splash, which allowed Mike the opportunity to lock in a guillotine chokehold, forcing Lexi to pass out. It was tag team action next as Mr. USA Lance Flashman teamed up with the Money Mogul Sash to take on the badly dressed boys of Davey Thompson and Brandon Brooks, and it was the badly dressed boys picking up the win when they hit Sash with the double disaster kick to pick up the win. After the match though, Big Man Inc. came storming to the ring and attacked the badly dressed boys, beating them down much to the dismay of the Kirk Hallam fans. Big Man Inc. were in action next as Adam Bolt and Jackie T took on the team of Cody Woods and Pinky the Pirate. It was Big Man Inc. picking up the win when they hit a wheelbarrow codebreaker combo to pick up the win. After the match, the badly dressed boys returned the favour as they stormed the ring going after Big Man Inc., but Adam and Jackie bailed from the ring. Davey and Brandon then issued a warning saying that they will see Big Man Inc. in Beeston for match 2 in the best of 5 series. In the main event of the evening, it was a non-title singles match as one of the co-Full Throttle champions, Oscar Prospero, went one-on-one with Joey Slade. And it was Joey picking up the win with a butterfly suplex, and then he made it clear that he is coming after the House of Pain Full Throttle Championship. Moving on to St. Anne's now on Saturday the 25th of May. The special guest host of the show, me, was trying to introduce the first match when Lance Flashman and Niall Hind came storming to the ring to call out Joseph Starr. Joseph came out to the ring and was joined by Jerry Jarvis, and we had ourselves an impromptu tag team match. As the match was coming to a close, Joe Starr was being forced to leave the ring as he wasn't legal, which distracted the referee and allowed Lance Flashman to hit Jerry Jarvis in the head with his American football helmet, which allowed Niall Hind to pin Jerry for the win. I once again tried to introduce what was meant to be the opening match of the show, where I was once again interrupted this time by Zach Davey. Zach then called out Matlock, which I found hilarious, and Matlock came to the ring and said he had no interest in facing Zach Davey again. Zach then drop-kicked Matlock in the back and Matlock accepted his challenge. Zach had a flurry of offense to start the match, but it wasn't enough and Matlock took control, hit a huge big boot and then beat down Zach in the corner. As the referee tried to pull Matlock away, Matlock shoved the referee Kev down, causing the disqualification. After the match though, Matlock was not done and continued to beat on Zach until Jaden Law came running out to save Zach. Matlock then challenged Jaden to a match and Matlock hit a huge chokeslam onto Jaden and pulled him up on the referee's 2 count, at which point Zach Davey re-entered the ring, attacked Matlock, causing the disqualification, and then Zach and Jaden worked together to knock Matlock out of the ring. I once again tried to introduce what was meant to be the opening contest of the show when I was once again rudely interrupted, this time by James Stevens, who said that I was doing a rubbish job hosting the show, called me Dustbin Dan, and said that he was there to co-host the show with me. We then got into what should have been the opening match of the show, which was the team of Tristan Wheeler and Vincent Squire taking on Tony Allen and Veronica Blaze. As the match was going on, Tristan decided he was changing teams and made it a 3-on-1 against Vincent, but this all turned out to be a ploy so that Tristan and Vincent could take control of Veronica Blaze. Veronica finally managed to make the tag to Tony and Tony ran wild, eventually hitting an RKO onto Vincent Squire to pick up the win for the team. It was singles action next as the Witch of the Ring Spectra went one-on-one with Lights Out Lexi Morgan. As the match begun, Spectra attacked Lexi from behind, and as the match was continuing, Lexi came off the second rope and landed wrong, injuring her knee, which Spectra took control of, going after the injured knee. As the match was coming to a close, Lexi managed to fight through the pain and was on the second rope ready to hit a high flying move when all of a sudden the Princess Lexi Olivia returned to House of Pain, knocked Lexi off the ropes, which allowed Spectra to lock in a vicious Indian deathlock, forcing Lexi to submit. After the match, the Witch and the Princess carried on attacking Lexi Morgan until Veronica Blaze came out to make the save. Lexi Olivia and Spectra left the ring when all of a sudden a mystery woman attacked Lexi Morgan and V from behind. This then brought the return of Jessica Logan, who chased off the Princess, the Witch, and then had a stare down with the mystery woman, who no one knows who this is, but Lexi Olivia convinced this mystery woman to leave to fight for another day. Kyle Crimson was in action next, and he was accompanied to the ring by a man who will be debuting in St. Anne's next month on the 29th of June in the form of Josh Fenrir. His opponent was Mikey McLovin, who announced he also had some friends who will be in action having their first matches in St. Anne's next month, and they were the rugby player Ruck Scrumwell, the MMA fighter James McCummings, and the returning gladiator Shay Attilus. As the match was going on, it was a back and forth encounter between Kyle and Mikey went for a roll up, but Kyle managed to shift his body weight, get into the dominant position and grab hold of the ropes to steal the victory. After the match though, the three new stars and Mikey outnumbered Kyle and Josh, and they managed to knock them down and send them packing. It looks like our new stars are already looking to make names for themselves in House of Pain. In the main event of the evening, it was a 6-man tag team match as the Black Sheep's Will Roberts and Rayner teamed up with the King of Steel and Sex Appeal, Mike Angelo, to take on the team of the Sweet Life of Zach and TJ and their partner, the Stormbreaker, Marley Hayden. As the match begun, Marley demanded that Rayner start the match against him, but Rayner refused to tag in. And as the match was going on, the Black Sheep and Mike took control of Zach Roberts. Eventually, Zach managed to make the tag to TJ, who ran wild, but the Sheep once again managed to take control. Eventually, TJ managed to get the tag to the Stormbreaker, and eventually it did come down to Marley and Rayner. Marley hit a spin kick onto Rayner and knocked him out the ring, but Marley wasn't done with Rayner. So he tagged in Zach Roberts, grabbed a chair and chased Rayner and Will Roberts to the back, leaving Mike Angelo in a 2-on-1 situation against Zach and TJ. Zach and TJ hit the Magic Killer onto Mike to pick up the win for the team. Well, that is all I do have time for today, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time right here on the Dan Edwards Show.